Hello students, now in this lecture we will discuss about the saturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons are also called alkanes there, and the general formula of alkanes is CN H2N plus 2. So that means if we have a carbon 1, hydrogen will be 2 into 1 plus 2, that is 4, which means this is a CH4. So the first member of the alkane family is CH4. Now suppose if you have C2, 2 carbons, hydrogens will be 2 into 2, 4 plus 2 is 6. So C2H6. And if you have a C3, then it will be H will be 3 into 2, that is 6, plus 2 is 8, C3H8. So in the alkane family, the first member is CH4, and here we find one carbon atom with 4 hydrogen atoms. This is the methane. This is the first member. And the second carbon, C2 molecule, there are 2 carbon atoms, and there is a single bond between the carbon atoms, and the rest of the valencies of the carbon, we know the carbon has a valency of 4, it will be filled by the addition of hydrogen atoms. So we have 6 hydrogen atoms. I am going to add the 6 hydrogen atoms over here. So this is the C2H6. Now C3 member, 3 carbon member, so 3 carbon atoms there, and since this is alkane family, there are only single bonds, and the rest of the valencies will be filled by the hydrogen atoms. So hydrogens here, here and here, 2 hydrogen atoms on the central atom, 3 hydrogens on the terminal one. C4 member, C4, H will be then 4 into 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10, C4 H10, and the structure will be, I am going to draw here 4 carbon atoms first, 1, 2, 3 and a 4, and there will be carbon-carbon single bonds only, 1, 2 and 3, and now the valencies will be filled by the hydrogen atoms. Terminal hydrogens always get the 3 hydrogen atoms. This one gets 3, this one, it also gets 3, the central one is 2 valencies filled, so it needs 2 more hydrogen atoms. So this is the structure of the C4H10. When you name it, the first carbon atom CH4 here is called the methane, right? It's called as a methane. So because we use the term meth for the carbon 1, and if there is a hydrocarbon having 2 carbon atoms, so we use the term eth. If there are 3 carbon atoms, we use the term prop. 4 carbon atoms, we use the term but. Since it's an alkane class, so I am going to use ANE, so it will be the methane. The name is methane. This is ethane for the C2 compound. For C3 it is propane. This ANE represents that the hydrocarbon belongs to the alkane category, right? So the name is methane, ethane, propane, and now this will be the butane, right? Butane. For the C5 compound, hydrogen atoms will be C5H12, right? 5 into 2 is 10 plus 2, so it is 12, C5H12, and C6H14, C7H16, right? C8 H18. C9, it will be H20. C10, H22, right? So when we name it, here it's methane, propane, butane, propane, and this is the butane. So we use the term meth, eth, prop, but for carbon 1, carbon 2, C3, C4. So if you have a hydrocarbon that contains only one carbon, we use the term meth. And for the two carbon atoms, we use the term eth. For 3 carbon atoms, we use the term prop. 4, but. 5 carbon atom, it will be the pent, right? It is a pent. C5 is hex. C6 is hex, right? C5 is pent. C6 is hex. C7 is hept, right? Any hydrocarbon, right, whether it is a saturated or unsaturated, we use this pent, hex, hept, right? Okay. C8 we use oct. It refers to the number of carbon atoms actually. How many carbon atoms are there? Oct. C8 means there are 8 carbon atoms. And C9 is non. And C10 we use the dec. And this compound, it belongs to the alkane category, so I'm going to use ane at the end. So this is pentane, right? And this will be the hexane, and this will be the heptane, and this will be the octane, and this will be the nonane, right? C9 H20 is nonane, and C10 H22 is decane. So these are the different compounds of the alkane family. So let me summarize it over here. This is the formula of the hydrocarbons, right, with the general formula of CnH2n plus 2, and this is the name, right, of the alkane category. So CH4 is methane because it contains one carbon atom, and so therefore it's a meth. ane because it's a hydrocarbon, it's a saturated hydrocarbon, right? Alkane family. So eth for the C2, again, ane, alkane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, and this is the last one, the decane, right? And these are the different types of hydrocarbon. These are the different types of these are the different members of the alkane family. If I want to draw the structure of any of these hydrocarbons, right? So what I'm going to do? So let's take an example from the butane. If you had to draw the structure of a butane, so what we will do? We will see first the number of carbon atoms. So I'm going to draw here the 4 carbon atoms first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since it's a member of alkane family, so there will be only single bonds, right? And the valencies will be filled by the hydrogen atoms, okay, by adding the hydrogen atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 here, right? Now this is the C4 and H10. This is butane, right? This is the structure of a butane. Similarly, if you want to draw here the structure of the hexane, right? So there are 6 carbon atoms, so I'm going to draw the 6 carbon atoms first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it belongs to the alkane family, so there is only carbon-carbon single bond. And now the valencies will be filled by adding hydrogen. The terminal hydrogen has a 1 complete valency, so it needs 3 more hydrogen atoms, right? So I'm going to add the 3 hydrogen atoms on the terminal carbon. On this side also, this particular carbon has one complete valency, so it needs 3 more hydrogen atoms, right? So I'm going to add 3 more hydrogen atoms over here. The rest of the carbon atoms over here, you can see over here 2 valencies complete, so it needs 2 more hydrogen atoms, right? So here 2 more hydrogen atoms here. So here also the 2 more hydrogen atoms. Here also the 2 more hydrogen atoms. So this is the structure of the hexane. Hope you got the concept. Thanks for watching the video. Bye for now.